In the vast expanse of the Pacific Northwest, a mysterious figure steps aboard a plane bound for Seattle. Dressed in a suit, he goes by the name Dan Cooper, but little does anyone know that this ordinary-looking man is about to become an enigma that will baffle investigators for decades to come. The perfect crime. As the airplane taxis on the runway, Dan Cooper, an unassuming passenger dressed in a suit, calmly adjusts his tie. He observes his fellow travelers, studying their behavior, and blends into the crowd. Little do they know that beneath his composed demeanor lies a meticulously planned plot. Once the plane reaches cruising altitude, Dan discreetly flags down a flight attendant. He hands her a note, carefully outlining his demands. The message reveals his possession of a bomb and his desire for $200,000 in cash, as well as 4 parachutes. The flight attendant's face pales, realizing the gravity of the situation. Acting quickly, the flight attendant informs the captain, who discreetly relays the situation to air traffic control. The crew is instructed to cooperate fully with Dan Cooper to ensure the safety of the passengers and crew. Meanwhile, the FBI is alerted, initiating a race against time to bring this audacious hijacking to a peaceful resolution. Dan Cooper, still seated among the unsuspecting passengers, remains calm and collected. His confidence emanates as he awaits the fulfillment of his demands. Passengers start to notice the unusual atmosphere aboard the plane, sensing something out of the ordinary. Whispers spread, and anxiety fills the cabin as the realization of the gravity of the situation sinks in. Outside the plane, the landscape passes by in a blur, seemingly oblivious to the unfolding drama within the aircraft. The vast expanse of the Pacific Northwest serves as a backdrop to this audacious crime, adding an eerie sense of isolation and uncertainty. As the plane descends toward Seattle, tension mounts. The crew hastily collects the requested ransom money and parachutes, ready to comply with Dan Cooper's demands. Passengers and crew members are briefed on the situation, instructed to cooperate fully and maintain a sense of calm. The wheels touch the tarmac, and the plane comes to a stop. The authorities on the ground are ready, meticulously coordinating their efforts to ensure a smooth operation. They understand the delicate balance between meeting Cooper's demands and protecting the lives of those aboard the plane. The vanishing act. As the authorities cautiously approach the aircraft, Dan Cooper remains resolute in his plan. He carefully inspects the parachutes and the ransom money, ensuring that everything is in order. The tension inside the plane reaches its peak as the passengers and crew anxiously await the unfolding events. With the parachute securely strapped to his body and the bag of money in hand, Dan Cooper issues his final instructions to the flight crew. He demands that the plane be refueled and prepared for takeoff, with the destination set for Mexico City. The authorities, aware of the potential danger, comply with his demands, hoping to gain more time to strategize. As the refueling process begins, an eerie silence envelops the plane. Passengers peer out the windows, observing the flurry of activity on the tarmac. The onlookers, including the media, capture every moment, transfixed by the audacity of this hijacking. News of the incident spreads rapidly, capturing the attention of people across the nation. With the plane fully fueled, Dan Cooper sets his plan into motion. He orders the flight crew to take off, and the engines roar to life. The aircraft hurtles down the runway, gaining speed, as the passengers and crew brace themselves for the unknown. Amidst the chaos and confusion, Dan Cooper executes his daring escape. As the plane reaches a safe altitude, he makes his way to the rear exit, opening the door to the night sky and the vast darkness below. The wind howls, and the sound of the rushing air fills the cabin as Cooper steps out into the void. The passengers and crew inside the plane are left in awe as they witness the breathtaking sight of Dan Cooper, now known as D.B. Cooper, vanishing into the night. He becomes a mysterious figure, a phantom who slipped through their grasp. The authorities scramble to respond, launching an extensive search operation for any trace of Cooper. But as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, their efforts yield no concrete leads. D.B. Cooper becomes an enigma, a legend whispered in hushed tones, and the subject of countless theories and speculations. Despite the extensive efforts and resources dedicated to the investigation, the true identity and fate of D.B. Cooper remain elusive. The search for answers continues, with agents tirelessly pursuing leads and exploring new avenues of inquiry. The enduring legend. Years have passed since D.B. Cooper's daring escape, but the legend of his disappearance continues to captivate the world. In Act 4, we delve into the enduring legacy of the enigmatic figure and the impact it has had on popular culture and the collective imagination. The media frenzy surrounding the case gradually subsides, but the fascination with D.B. Cooper only grows stronger. Books, documentaries, and films are produced, each attempting to shed light on the mystery and offer their own theories about what happened to Cooper. Conspiracy theories abound, with speculations ranging from Cooper's death upon landing to his successful evasion of capture and starting a new life under an assumed identity. The public is divided, with some believing that Cooper met a tragic end, while others see him as a mastermind who outsmarted the authorities. As the decades pass, occasional sightings and alleged discoveries of evidence emerge, reigniting interest in the case. Search parties venture into the wilderness, hoping to stumble upon clues that might unravel the mystery. However, no definitive answers surface, and the legend of D.B. Cooper persists as a captivating enigma. The legacy lives on. The D.B. Cooper mystery becomes ingrained in popular culture, inspiring books, documentaries, and endless fascination. The allure of the unknown, the audacity of the crime, and the mysterious disappearance continue to captivate the imagination of people around the world. The legacy of D.B. Cooper endures as an enduring enigma, a reminder of a daring act that has yet to be fully explained. The unanswered questions. Decades later, the D.B. Cooper case remains open, awaiting that one vital clue or breakthrough that could finally solve the mystery. The unanswered questions continue to haunt investigators and curious minds alike. Who was D.B. Cooper? What happened to him after he vanished into the night? The search for the truth persists, keeping the legend of D.B. Cooper alive and unresolved.